safety for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now I do get, last night I did have, and I usually don't drive late at night to avoid the people who are overly intoxicated.
Yeah.
Man, I got a couple from, that were out just having fun, and they were at the tequila bar. This dude, holy mackerel, he had way too much. Thankfully he didn't spill it inside the vehicle anywhere, but it took him a good, like, few minutes to get out of the vehicle, and when his feet hit terra firma, it was almost like they were on Jello. And I was like, be careful. I told the poor girl, I was like, best of luck tonight. Be careful. Poor thing.
I have a friend who, I think he stopped doing the rideshare services, but for a couple of years he did, and he was doing like downtown Asheville, and then one day he was like, I'm not doing Saturday nights in Asheville again. Somebody just vomited all over my car.
Oh, jeez.
And he actually details cars now for a living. Like, so his car literally was pristine. Like, his car is just as clean as yours, and maybe cleaner. His cars are pristine.
He's immaculate.
And yeah. And like, I've paid him to detail my car for me before, because that's what he does for part of his work now. And yeah, I was like, oh no. If Brian said somebody vomited all over his car.
Oh, his name's Brian too?
Yeah, with a Y instead of a
okay.
And I was like, oh man.
That sucks. Yeah, we get to report that, but I think they give you like a $50 cleanup fee. But you know something? That doesn't account for the time. If you get somebody in your vehicle and you're still planning to drive for another 3-4 hours, that could be another $50 to $200 depending upon where you're driving.
Exactly.
You know,
that holds you up. Yeah.
Absolutely. So taking time out, it screws the rest of your night up. It's horrible. I think there should be more on top of that, honestly enough.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for go out and have your fun and have it responsibly, but also if you got to rely on somebody to drive you home, you gotta have some kind of boundary somewhere,
right?
On what's appropriate.
Maybe I should get like some of those. Remember that airbag sickness bags they give you on the airplanes and stuff? Yeah. Maybe I should keep like a couple in the back of the pockets back there, you know, just in case.
Check through the window. Hey, how you feeling? Do you need a minute to like?
Yeah.
Here, do you need a sick bag? Here, let's put plastic on the thing before.
Let me save you $50. You know.
Yeah. Right.
It's not a bad idea. It's probably fairly cheap. I don't know. And like I said, I try to avoid them anyways, but man, I don't know what I would do, because this is a brand new vehicle, and although it's just a vehicle, it's a thing. I would still be upset if it was ruined or disrespected that way, you know.
Yeah, I mean, my vehicles, I got this black kind of like pleather interior as well, and my car's 2 years old. I would be pretty angry if someone came into my vehicle and like made a huge mess in it.
Yeah.
Even like my dog rides in my car with me, and I have one of those like dog seat covers.
Oh yeah.
That like latches around the back, and like so like there's dog hair in the back, but it like sticks to the cover, and then I just pull the cover out every now and then and throw it in the washing machine.
Perfect.
So like like
nice.
Pretty clean too. So
yeah,
I'd be pretty angry.
I would too, and that's another reason why I love animals, but I chose not to sign up for animals in my vehicle, only because I thought of other riders and their sensitivity. They may have allergies and things like that. So I was like, I don't want anybody to be uncomfortable for any reason, you know.
That's fair. Yeah, there's going to be drivers who have, you know, that allergen-free vehicle, and then there's going to be drivers who cater to everybody who has the pets and needs to bring them to. I mean, I'm a veterinarian, so occasionally someone might need, you know, a ride share to help with their pet transport.
Right. Well, that's awesome. How long you been a vet for?
20 years.
Wow.
Over 20 years now.
Super cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
I love it, man. That's awesome. So what has been the weirdest situation or pet that you've had to deal with? Man. I gotta hear it, man. You've got one or two in there.
So many, like, and I was a strictly emergency vet for like almost 5 years too. So I did like overnights and weekends and all the crazy stuff. I've seen so much stuff. The first time when we moved here to Asheville and there was a bear attack, like they called over the intercom from the front desk, the bear attack is here, and I thought they were joking. They were not joking.
Oh my gosh.
So dogs getting attacked by bears, that really happens around here.
I can see that.
I lived in Texas and worked in a small town in Texas for a few years, and so I saw dog that got impaled in the chest by a longhorn cattle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He survived. The owner, she had the presence of mind, like she saw it happen, and she grabbed it. It was this hound dog. He was like 80 pounds. She grabbed a towel, ran to the dog, wrapped it around his chest, somehow got the dog in the house, wrapped saran wrap around the towel, and brought him to me because he literally had a puncture. Like he had this flap of skin and muscle.
Ooh.
That, like, when I removed the saran wrap and the towel so carefully, like this flap, I lifted it up, and then you heard the vacuum.
Oh wow.
And you're like, oh, close it back up.
Wow.
And so, like, we had to like do we had to remove the, you know, the air around his lungs, and I had to anesthetize this dog, and he was really unstable, and I had to sew this flap back together and like use a chest tube and take all the, yeah, he survived.
Holy mackerel.
He survived. Crazy things happened there. He survived. I saw a dog that got, also in Texas, he got hit in the forehead by a personal prop plane propeller.
Oh shit.
And it opened his frontal sinus. Like it lacerated the skin, and it crushed the thin bone in front of his frontal sinus.
Whoa.
And so you lifted that up, and there was just the big hole into his frontal sinus.
Oh my
there.
gosh.
Yeah, he did great.
Wow.
I saw some crazy stuff in Texas.
Dude, that's insane.
I've removed all sorts of things from intestinal tracts that cause blockage.
I'm sure
All sorts
about
of
that.
fabric and balls and toys and.
Did you ever see that one video of the dog who ate the Orbeez things?
Oh my gosh.
And just
terrible.
Oh my-
Gorilla glue expands in the stomach. That'll be a problem. That's hard to get out of there.
Whoa.
Yeah, crazy things.
Man, my dad once, I had a crazy story that my dad gave me down in Longwood, Florida, where I was raised. They've slowly been, kind of like everywhere, pushing the wildlife out of their areas, especially around by the springs where big homes have come in and stuff like that. So we see bears on a regular basis in my dad's yard. I mean, like, you know, there's sandhill cranes and there's this and that. Well, one time, my dad went out back and he's got a gated in yard. He had a Jack Russell who was actually from Ireland. And this dog was a hunter. He was a hunter. My dad couldn't find him. He's calling him, and normally Jock just runs right in. He ended up finding him underneath the shed out back with a bobcat's head in its mouth as the bobcat was grabbing onto the dog's head, and they were both just locked in this death battle kind of thing. And Dad couldn't free him. Finally, he freed him. And he said the bobcat ran off, and it was so tired when it went to jump the little gate, you know, probably 4 foot tall chain link fence.
Yeah.
It couldn't make it, and it like hit the gate, and it came back down and like shook its head a little bit, and then finally one leap and took off.
Oh man.
Crazy.
Terrible.
Crazy.
Just, yeah, when you live where there's wildlife around, the crazy stuff happens to you. Crazy stuff.
That's insane, man. Wow. Yeah, and especially as an ER vet, you see like the worst of the worst coming in. It's not just like, oh, I'm here to get my dog shots.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't do that work anymore. I am a GP vet now, which I really.
What does GP stand for?
General practitioner.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the emergency work because it, like the winds were so big. Like when you really did save lives.
Nice.
But the schedule, I was working nights and weekends and holidays. So I did that for long enough. I gave of my personal time to my job in the community, and now I get to work, you know,
That's
8
awesome.
to 5, 4 days a week.
Well, that's awesome. Fantastic. Well, it was wonderful having you as a rider. I really appreciate the conversation and all.
Yeah.